Hey everybody, it's me, Brittany B, and I'm back again for an all-American review, recap, reaction, whatever you want to call it. I didn't get to do one the previous weeks, but I mean, this one is juicy, and I cannot wait to talk about it. Let's go. So, basically, the parts that stood out to me, let me just go in order. Spencer, the whole episode was like a whole thing of him trying to discover himself, and let's just get to the part we all want to talk about. Just like that, we finally saw Spencer's dad, and it leaves us with so many questions. Okay, I'll get to those at the end, but anyways, the whole entire episode was about this paper and who was your greatest influence, and he was just struggling, wondering who's his influence, and then he saw a video of his dad and was like, whoa, he's actually a really good player. So like, that just even made him more curious, and his mother would give him no information about why exactly he left. What was it? The grandpa, Jordan's grandpa was like, well, that's something you're gonna have to tell and ask your mother about, like why exactly he left. But he did give him details saying that he took off a whole year to be with the family, and then it was just a little bit too late. He missed his little window. He couldn't get in football anymore, which is crazy because then it's like, I don't know. I'll get to the questions because that's another question I have for that note. But he ends up getting an A, which is woo on the paper. And he wrote about the absence of his dad, which is the biggest influence of his life, it was touching. Another really big part of the show would be Jordan and his grandma. I said grandma. Grandpa, they had like a really good bond. The grandma was getting on my nerves, but he's growing on me with Jordan at least. He needed someone there and someone to push him, and he could push him. And he sees the potential because he's a good player. He's like, I think he's like overlooked, overshadowed. I don't know what it is, but he's getting better. He's getting his confidence up, and I'm excited for him, here for him and the grandpa bonding and the shadiness of the grandpa. Like, he's the reason why Spencer's dad was in at the game. Who does that? And then he goes to the coach. He was like, Dad, you know what you did? He said, yes. I gave my grandson a shot to shine. Like, you only brought this man here so he can be stumbled and, you know, just mess up so your grandson can shine. That is dirty. Good TV. But I was like, dang, this guy is scandalous. Smart, scandalous. But I was like, ooh, catch that tea. And Coop. Basically, Coop, each episode, I'm like, oh my gosh, Coop, just... you're getting in too deep and these people are crazy. She is basically trying to basically be like the, I can't even think of the, I am just like a mind blow right now, but anyways. She's basically trying to take down the gang leader, but within it, like going to different stops and like spreading a little here about like his dishonesty and just things that would make people be like, should I trust him? But the new guy, he peeps it and warned her about what she's doing and how it's not that clever, and you should watch your back. They was talking in ancient Greek mythology, but basically saying is, girl, I know what you're doing. You're not being smart about it, and you watch your back. I'm letting you go now, but if I see it again, I will have to say something, do something. So I'm just praying that Coop just, you know, stays out of trouble. There was other stuff happening in the episode, but I feel like those were like the key main parts that was like very interesting to me. I mean, other storyline was the music and finding her voice, but let's just say once somebody's dad pop up, that's the big thing. Oh, when the mama got her game back with the teacher, you know, he was being real nosy. When Spencer came up there talking about who's my daddy, yada yada yada, he was listening. So let's just go to questions because it leads me with some questions. Let's start off with that. Why was he listening so intently? Like, I don't know. I feel like for me, like, yeah, he was listening because he was just being nosy. People are nosy. But for me, I feel like, could he be listening because he knows something and he's like a little person in there? I don't know. I could be reaching. I could not. But I feel like he was listening a little bit too intently. Secondly, okay, so we got Spencer's dad. We're like, okay, he has a dad. It's not none of my guess of who the actor is going to be, but you know, it's fine. But it leaves me with the question is, what is that secret? Because now I am just totally thrown. I'm still on the thing of thinking that the secret is probably he found out Spencer wasn't technically his son and it threw him off and he left. And now he's back because he's like wants to be in his life. But if that's not the secret, then what is it? Because Spencer keeps asking what happened and the mother is being vague. It's like, I don't owe you that much. You know, I don't owe you that part to tell you that. I don't want to go back and relive that memory, but I do think you should. I feel like you do owe him something because we all want to know, like, what was so detrimental that the grandpa even said, I'm not going to tell Spencer. The daddy said, I'm not going to blow up your world. What was it? Like, what is the secret? And did you see the head coach was looking at Spencer's dad when Jordan was like, oh, it's just Spencer's dad here. He was like, what? It just stared. He was thrown all the way off. So I am intrigued. I really want to know. I just really want to know what's going on. And then the fact that Spencer's dad said he's about to take a big part in his life now. What? I don't know how this is going to roll in the equation with everybody, but I am here for it. I'm excited for the episodes. In the next week episode, I just understand why Coop feels the need to go back to Crenshaw and get into trouble. Like, you stop. Like, I don't know why he think he's invincible, because that man, the gang leader, he is not the one to play with. So I feel like he should just, like, you know, keep his distance. Like, I mean, you're still gonna be there for Coop, but like, Coop is like, she got this. Let her get this, you know? I don't know. So what questions do you guys have? Did you love the episode like I did? Let's talk, let's chat. I have been missing my All-American family because I love to talk about it, and I couldn't do it my review earlier, but I was like, I need to do my review now and I need to post it. I don't have a big old background, but who cares, because this is juicy and I love this show.